Hey anyone, how's it going? Welcome to Bite Size Reactions, where today we're watching Young Justice Phantoms Episode 3. Now, I know I rattled off about the prince being evil a lot during last episode, and I'm going to try not to do it as much this time around, but there is one final piece of evidence that I found while editing that completely cements my idea that he is the bad guy. While I was editing, I was able to see frame by frame of the first psychic attack in in episode 1, which was apparently just the people, except there's the prince in that just the people. Why would the prince's face show up then, right? So it's definitely him behind it all. And I'm assuming there is a unseen, yet to be met partner, because those with laser eyes, right? Which is very interesting to me, because those two attacks on the gate and that in the tunnel, that wasn't done by a Martian. So obviously, whoever that is probably the one who the Legionnaires are going after. But, enough talking. Let's just get into this week's episode. So he's remembering an outsider's mission, or he's dreaming one up?
Someone nearly murdered you yesterday.
Okay, what is up with you? You are overly tense and freaking out. I wonder when we're going to figure out what that's about. I think it's just separation anxiety, but maybe it could be a little bit more to that, right? Because this is a severe case of separation anxiety. I get you're used to, being the protector of your team, but it's like, you gotta get used to trusting them. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Of course, these two were gonna get married. It is a baby. Of course it is.
Who's the daddy? Ticklish. Every Martian has a unique signature taste, but there's no Shen taste.
Yes, that's very important. It's like, hey,
and yet you're all different.
Very important.
Perhaps I could join you in building the sacred altar for your wedding
ceremony. Leave it alone.
Truly historic event for our people.
Oh, that's
No, go away, please. Don't mess with their wedding, you fool. Why is Gar suddenly so silent? This is just... He's been so outbursty that this feels wrong.
I understand, girl. I do.
Understand what?
It's Bioship. She's retiring.
She's what now?
Baby will take us back to Earth so that Bioship can live out
Aww.
her final years here on Mars.
I thought there was gonna be two of them.
Of your life for a long time.
What is this?
How did you bond with God?
Okay, Bioship having a kid and also retiring is nothing I would have ever expected this show to do. And okay, it's actually funny, this kind of retirement of a bioship to a new one reminds me of Ranger's Apprentice, where in one story Will has to replace his aging tug, his horse, with a new one. Oh!
I'm ashamed of my actions under the influence of the Regis.
Green Beetle, I completely forgot your character. I love how they're building this kind of traditional, Martian wedding thing. Because rather than taking something very different, right? Yeah, I don't know if I finished my statement properly, but yeah, just this idea of a very different, like, marriage and ceremony. I really love how they're making it. The girls get to have a nice shiny crystal cave, and these guys have to make it out of lava rock.
We will endure this to honor our sacred obligation.
It's really hot.
Okay, something's messing with him, right? He's already having that separation anxiety, and then Prince Gem. Something about those attacks freaked him out.
But it's good to hear Ja'an learn racial tolerance. On Earth, of all places, it's not exactly something humans are known for.
Yeah. You don't have it at all.
He learned acceptance.
Yes, that's important. Hey, hey! Red guy's looking away. Come on. I'm not gonna keep repeating myself, but it's freaking obvious at this point. So he's okay. I've been saying this again,
Escaped the cave-in
but he's afraid about Geoforce.
Please, you've always been ashamed of me, of Macau.
Okay, so this came out right. Obviously, they're not perfectly in sync.
Make your friends feel comfortable. No one asked you to do that. But you are ashamed to even be seen as a Martian.
Okay, fine. Yes, both of you are right. She didn't have to take human form, and you don't have to stay in humanish form.
Not me. No. I was just a kid too.
Ha! This again. You just said the same thing. Well, they made the blatant, right?
Would sometimes shift to. This is your true form again.
Thank you for some nice acceptance. It's a complicated thing. This kind of like accepting who you truly are. It may not be in the way you looked previously. It's interesting. Garfield, what is up? You're just like severe separation. Don't know. Oh, you're feeling guilty about failing Brion. But still, this is an extreme. No, Gar! Fudge.
Hurry!
Wait, Garfield's already on the surface. What is this? Oh, yes. Nope, never mind. We found it. Thank you, Magon. Wait, is that Magon?
Turned into a Ma'ala. You psychically bruised.
Oh, is that it? Really? Seems overly simple. But I guess I'm trying to pin too much on Evil Prince.
There.
Yeah, you've got to heal yourself.
Which you must seek out.
Go to Black Canary, because she's apparently superhero psychologist.
And
Oh no, it was one of the Legionnaires, probably.
What?
I recognize the mind
Yep.
touch.
Legionnaire.
It's the one big thing. The history books
Stop
mention this incident were
with
older.
the vagary. Just, you all know what you're talking about, so why do you need to be vague about it?
Garfield was hurting.
No, I am not on the watchtower just to avoid. You found poop on the ceiling? No Kryptonian poop. Glowing red? No? Did you say no? Lois, you're breaking.
Oh no! Oh no! Don't bring the.
Lois! Cyborg, I need you!
The baby's freaking out. Oh man, I'm loving these random end pieces. And that was episode 3, Volatile. Again, a nice next episode of the Mars arc. Didn't do too much to push forward the overall mystery, right? This was really a lot of Garfield, because for the past 2 episodes he's been kind of cranky, he's been acting weird. So I figured it was something like that. What they showed here, right? The separation anxiety. He's, built his family, his team, his family, and the outsiders, and now he's just been moved away from them, and now he's just concerned. Are they okay? Is everything fine? Something I didn't, latch onto until they explicitly said it is the fact that he is also guilty over what happened with Brion at the end of the last season. You feel that responsibility when something happens if you're a leader, if you've had this. I mean, I'm not running a super team, but there have been times where I've been leading groups of people, and when I'm away to not supervise them, I feel anxiety. I'm like, are they doing right? Is everything okay? Is chaos happening? Right? So this is on a larger scale because he's far closer to the outsiders. And right. So it turns out that because of that secondary brain blast attack, he's been freaking out like this. And, the Legionnaires were kind enough to help him. Hopefully, Garfield's knowing this show, right? This isn't over yet. Garfield's going to have to go and get some counseling, and things are going to happen in the future. But I think Garfield's going to chill out a little bit right now instead of with his constant loud outbursts. Another big character moment was between Magon and her sister, right? This idea that, one of them was born green, one of them was born white, and this kind of dichotomy between the experiences they've led and the perspectives they had, right? Her sister feels right one way about the fact that, oh, I have to change human to accommodate you because you don't want to be a, a Martian. Like, I've had to change for you, and it's like you didn't really have to. No one's forcing you to. Like, the very first second we met her, she offered to do it, and we're saying no, you don't really need to. You can walk around like that if you like a normal Martian if you feel like it. Conversely, you have um, Magan herself, right, who turns into her traditional white Martian form for a second, only to disavow it, and the idea that that isn't even registering as her baseline anymore in kind of a psychic sense. And I thought that was like a really interesting thing to do, right? This idea is like you may not look the same as you used to, but this that way you used to isn't you, doesn't have to be you anymore, right? And again, the idea of using like Martian shapeshifting to bring apart that idea is not what I expected at all. But yeah, I thought it was done fairly well. You next, I don't know how well we talked about it in the video, but I just saying that I appreciate their effort in making this a unique Martian wedding ceremony. I assume there's I don't know enough, obviously, so I assume there's some kind of connection to an actual Earth wedding ceremony where they do this kind of building thing together. But I thought it was very cool how they did it here with the idea that the girls are up in the crystal caves building this canopy, and the men are down in lava building it out of lava rocks, and then they bringing it together for where the wedding is going to happen. I think it's really cool. Am I excited to get back to the main story? Hopefully next week, right? Yes, definitely. Prince Gem, evil. Legionnaires are after a second co-conspirator who has that like laser eyes, whatever dots that they found. Uh, Also, we got this in this episode. Connor found something that was familiar. I didn't recognize it, but then again, I don't know. Maybe it's something I don't remember. Then, of course, the Legionnaires are after something, and yeah, and of course, the wedding itself still has to happen. So, though the first wedding. Do you think the show will show us both weddings, both on here and on Earth? I think it would be funny, right? If the first arc starts with their Martian wedding, and then this season, or at least the mid season finale is their Earth wedding. I don't know. I'm excited to see. What was your favorite part of the episode? Over here will be the next reaction whenever that comes out. Over here is a playlist of my videos, and on my face is the subscribe button. Like, comment, subscribe, criticize even. I don't mind. See ya.